Let me ask you a question. If black people were truly inferior, why is the world obsessed with suppressing them? If we were powerless, why design entire global systems to ensure we never rise? You're about to witness one of the most brutal, soul-stirring revelations ever uncovered. This video will take you beyond the surface, past the propaganda and internet censorship. Subscribe now, not just for this video, but because truth has found a voice that won't be silenced. And if you're feeling the weight of what you're about to hear, kindly support us by donating any amount through Super Thanks to keep this fire burning. This is for every African whose greatness was rewritten in footnotes, for every truth untold.
This is incredible. There's a stone that has been discovered in Democratic Republic of Congo. It can light up a bulb. Some are calling it vibranium because of the movie Black Panther and what the vibranium represents.
What you must do, you must chip the moringa tree so that the veins are visible of the tree. It's even wet. So now all you do, you can even charge your phones, charge everything. You see? Electricity. Moringa tree.
Moringa tree.
Yeah. There we go.
That's definitely something special and important. Democratic Republic of Congo needs to keep an eye on that area.
6 of the 10 fastest growing economies are in sub-Saharan Africa, countries rich in mineral wealth. Coltan for our computers, cobalt for our batteries, phosphates for our agriculture, nuclear ore for our power. These are the things, gentlemen, that the wars of the next 20, 30 years will be fought over. A huge deposit of cobalt was discovered in Mali just over 2 years ago. Back then, we approached the Malian government about mining rights. They told us that those rights were going to the Chinese. So we set about to create the conditions to make sure that just last week, one of our Australian subsidiaries, thank you, Lachlan, secured those rights. Our pilot project in Mali hit a few bumps, but I'm delighted to report that it worked. And if it can work there, there's no reason it can't work in other mineral-rich countries across Africa. We create the chaos, and then we move in and capitalize on that chaos. We're looking at the long term here, gentlemen. Rates of return that'll make Iraq and Afghanistan look like chicken feed.
Let's be honest. Every global system, from colonial education to economics, religion to technology, is engineered to erase, belittle, and sideline the black race. It's not just racism, it's strategy, coordinated, global, brutal. The Asian and European powers are not enemies. They are co-architects of black oppression. Birds of the same feather, locked in a pack to suppress one truth. Black excellence is unmatched. Why are African nations constantly destabilized, indebted, and invaded? Because an African continent at peace, with its eyes open, is a threat to the world order. They tried to convince you it's just about the color of your skin or your melanin. But what if I told you the fear runs deeper, into your genetic code? Let's go scientific. Most Asians and Europeans possess 6 active strands of DNA. Black people, especially sub-Saharan Africans, possess 9. This is not fantasy. It's what ancient scientists, spiritualists, and intelligence agencies have tried to erase. 9 DNA strands mean enhanced spiritual connectivity, intuitive intelligence, biological adaptability, and heightened creative capacity. And here's the clincher. When tested for resilience under stress, problem-solving under pressure, and raw adaptability, Black DNA reacts faster and stronger than any other. No wonder they flood our communities with drugs, porn, propaganda, and fake religion. They don't want our minds to wake up to what our bodies are already wired for. Let's break it down. When it comes to fields that require raw excellence, not privilege or money, Black people dominate. Fastest human alive? Usain Bolt, Black. Formula One world champion? Lewis Hamilton, Black. Greatest basketballer? Michael Jordan, LeBron, Black. Music icons? Michael Jackson, Tupac, Bob Marley. Wait, Beethoven? Yeah, even Beethoven was rumored to be Black. Look deeper. It wasn't just his genius. It was his heritage that they tried to erase. Now let's step into academics. Despite extreme poverty, underfunded schools, and social oppression, Nigerians consistently top academic charts globally. They win spelling bees, mathematics Olympiads, and score the highest GPAs in United States and United Kingdom universities. If the West and Asia had to survive on the resources Africans have, they would crumble in a week. But Africans, we innovate from nothing. No labs, no grants, no billion-dollar infrastructure. Yet we keep birthing ideas that shake the planet. Use that super thanks if this is opening your eyes. This story needs oxygen, the kind YouTube algorithms don't provide. Let's talk about education. The Western education system was never designed to liberate African minds. It was crafted to turn thinkers into workers, warriors into laborers, visionaries into clerks. The missionary schools brought Bible verses and colonial ideologies, teaching Africans that their ancestors were pagan savages. But here's the truth. Before the Bible, we had the Dogon star maps, Kemetic science, the walls of Timbuktu and Axum, astrology charts, and ancient energy conductors. Hollywood flooded us with slave movies to normalize our trauma, corny romance dramas to feminize our warriors, and gangster music to make death a lifestyle. Yet they are baffled why, even after more than 400 years, Africa is not entirely broken. We rise, we create, we awaken again and again. Let's now enter dangerous territory. Every time a Black nation rises, the West burns it down. Tulsa, Oklahoma, Black Wall Street, burnt. Gaddafi tried launching a gold-backed African currency, murdered. Thomas Sankara advocated for African self-reliance, assassinated. Patrice Lumumba tried to keep Congo's resources African-owned, eliminated. Why? Because unity among Africans signals the collapse of a global control matrix. You see, the United States can't stand Russia building military bases near its borders. Yet the United States and Europe have dozens of military outposts in Africa. Why? Because what they fear the most is a Black continent free, united, and self-aware. Let's talk innovation. The West has trillion-dollar research labs. Asia has high-tech campuses and state-sponsored development arms. Africa? We have inventors using scrap metal, building wind-powered cars, water-powered generators, and free energy devices, under trees, with no funding. This is not just intelligence, it is ancestral memory, the genius of generations flowing through DNA. We don't need white coats and expensive labs to make history. We are history. Now for the most brutal truth. Black people are feared not because we are dangerous, but because we are divine. From our hair coils mimicking the galaxy's spiral, to our skin absorbing the sun's power, to our melanin acting as a conductor of spiritual and electromagnetic energy. We are not just people. We are cosmic blueprints, living testaments of what humanity was and could be again. The world doesn't hate us, it envies us. And that envy becomes fear, and fear becomes violence. But the time for silence is over. If this hit your soul, don't just scroll away. Subscribe, not just for support, but to be part of a movement that's rebuilding the lost knowledge. Use super thanks if you believe this voice must never be silenced. We are not rising, we are returning. From the ashes, from the silence, from the censored archives, this is the new Renaissance, and you are part of it.